Okay, I think we can stop over here.
Rabbi,
yes. Yeah.
Are you allowed to wash on like those homes that didn't have floors, let's say? So were they allowed to drop the water on the floor? Or was there on Shabbos? Was there an issue
Yes.
because of?
Yeah. No, you can throw it on the floor if there's nothing growing on your floor. Can you imagine having grass in your living room?
That sounds amazing, actually. But
I don't know.
So earth is not a problem because it could never become. Okay.
No.
Very good.
Different world. Imagine they had a dirt floor, but there was a chachma. They would put it down. It would become hardened. They would press it.
Hmm. So they never sweeped, I guess.
Huh?
They never sweeped, I guess.
No, they used to sweep it. You can't sweep on Shabbos because if there is a hole, you're going to be fixing it. The whole reason why today we are allowed to sweep floors is because when the Gemara said not to sweep floors, it was all because it was earthen floors. The Baal Shem Tov's parnasa was he was in the flooring business. That's why he only was in the flooring business. The Baal Shem Tov and his wife, they had a horse and a buggy. They would go to the forest. That was the avodah. You would dig up fresh earth, put it in your buggy, and then you would go around and you would sell the earth, and you would put it down. He put down people's floors.
Unbelievable.
Like it was he was working with the lowest level. Did it for many years.
That's a serious fun fact.
Serious fun fact. And there's like stories that one time the Baal Shem Tov's died, and his parnasa, he needed how was he going to schlep the earth? Beautiful. And he went to an innkeeper. That this innkeeper, his hachanasa sarchem was that whoever came to him with an old horse, or the horse was old, part of his mitzvah is that he would keep the old horse and give you a new horse.
Wow.
That's a sort of the Shpola zeide that he went there and he was very impressed with the innkeeper. A big machnas oidach. And another thing, he never allowed men and women to sleep in the same room. When people said they're married, he didn't trust them. So he had two lodgings, one for the men, one for the women. And the Baal Shem Tov liked everything that he did. And he took the old horse and he gave him a new horse. And the innkeeper wakes up in the middle of the night, and it appeared to him that the men's dormitory was on fire. So he went running there and he saw that it's not a fire, but there's a tremendous light coming out of one of the rooms. And he looked in the keyhole and he saw the Baal Shem Tov, and he saw near the Baal Shem Tov something that he never saw before. It was like a neshama, and that neshama was shining like a fire. And when he saw that, he faints. So the Baal Shem Tov heard someone fainting. So he opened the door, he threw water on him, and he told him, "Why did you faint?" He says, "Why did I faint? Who is that with you?" So the Baal Shem Tov told him that since you merited to see him, you merit to know who he is. That's the story. And he told him that was the Maharal of Prague that passed away many years earlier. And his neshama has to come down to the world. And they were looking for which family should merit the neshama of the Maharal. And the Baal Shem Tov says that because of your hachnasas archim, you're gonna father. And this was an innkeeper that didn't have children for many years. And then he told the Baal Shem Tov, "I want you to come to the bris." You imagine a guy, he gets a bracha. So the Baal Shem Tov says that I'll come to the bris on the condition that you don't give me any honor. You should treat me like I'm like any other poor person. Bottom line, the bris came, and the Baal Shem Tov told him to name him Yehuda Leib because that was the name of the Maharal. And after the bris, the minig then was everyone would give a bracha to the child. So and he waited. He was awaiting to finally get the bracha from the Baal Shem Tov, but he didn't give him kavod. Everyone gave a bracha. When the Baal Shem Tov's turn came, the Baal Shem Tov said that Avram Zakin Baba Yamin. Avram Zakin means that Avram became a zeide, and he gave a bracha that you should become a zeide to the Jewish people. Wow. And people found it so humorous that someone is naming a 8-day-old a zeide. So they began to called the baby Zeidele. And that's the Shpola zeide.
Oh.
That's the Shpola zeide story.
Wow.
All in Shulchan Aruch, guys.
Wow.